To be here at Manual Arts High School during Black History Month, All-Star Weekend is very significant. You're important enough for us to show up, and you're also important enough for us to give you this valuable information. The EverFi 306 partnership to bring African American history program to schools across the country, starting off here at Manual Arts, is just a huge event for us.
Frederick Douglass talked about freedom, and he wasn't so much talking about physical freedom.
We need to speak about these stories and share these stories because you never know how you'll be inspired.
But I want to encourage y'all to be able to use your voices. Okay, don't be afraid to stand up for what you believe in.
Shooting for peace is so critical because when we go to these schools and we see the kids' faces, and they see that we're engaging, we're hands-on, we have fun with them, they're like, wow, they're approachable.
They're gonna be in for a treat today. You got a lot of kids talking trash out there. They see these old bones and they start to say to themselves, I think I can take them. But it's not until they hear that dog pound starts barking in their gym that they're gonna come to realize they're in way above their heads. These kids get to experience, some positive influences in their lives, as well as people who are giving back and care.
Shooting for peace is just the best because we're better way. Let's not hurt, let's not kill, let's always want peace, love, and harmony.
So thank you so much, and thanks again to our production team for certainly making sure that we were able to hear from you. Next up is we're going to dive in deep and start talking a little bit more about some resources and the possibilities and opportunities associated with technology and AI. And so we're going to watch a short video, and then we are all going to have an experience with the tech queen. So without further ado, all hail the queen.
Welcome to the Tech Queen Elite Training Institute. We are so excited to have this new location partnership with Shooting for Peace right here in Las Vegas, Nevada. We're going to have AI training, certification, and help desk for students all across the United States. We're happy to be a host location for Shooting the Peace with Jerome Junkyard Dog Williams. Take the sweater off. So let me just tell you, exam room 1, this is where they come, get trained, they study, and take their exam. The first African-American mayor of the city of Barstow, California, first African-American in your Las Vegas Real Foundation. You go in here, you study, you prep for your exam, and you will pass. That's the 3D printing room, sponsored by Caesars Entertainment Foundation. 3D printing, all these cute little signs right here on all of the rooms were created by our students, 3D printing. This right here is the main tech hub, keeping our country safe. They're learning cybersecurity, help desk, all those skills that are necessary. Right here, can't bypass, 24hourgospel.com room, live studio here with all your tech tools, audio and video production right outside that room. Come on back to massage room. Most people get stressed, they have anxiety when it's trying to take an exam. Oh yeah.
Ready to do a podcast.
You ready to do a podcast? Come on into the podcast room. That's right. Who better to do a podcast with than Jerome Junkyard Dog Williams? Here is our employer relations room. Bam! This is where you go to prep before we send you out as either an entrepreneur or a employee.
I'm ready to make a presentation.
Preacher, Junkyard, he's become a preacher now. He's at the pulpit. That's okay. He's preaching the message to these young people that they can get trained, certified, and deployed. Uh-oh.
Wouldn't have shooting for peace if you couldn't.
Here we go. Here we go. 3 points. 3 points. How about come to the authorized partner? We have students on the spectrum with autism. Come in here. We have games. Keep your mind going. Partnering with the state as a state training provider, and we're ready to do it up as a CompTIA, globally recognized certifications by CompTIA all over the world, not just the United States. Look at, whoa.
Chief Technology Officer in the house.
Hey everybody.
That's all. Shooting for Peace. Make sure you sign up, kids, because look, the Tech Queen, she got you. We're trying to get you paid.
Paid. Moolah. Dinero. show you, this is a sample of every student that comes through our program that gets trained and certified in AI, ready to make some income. And I'm talking real sustainable income. They're gonna be awarded by the congressional and Senate leader in their state. That's right, we're not playing. See this whole stack right here? This is going to all of the graduates that just completed in the state of Nevada. When you finish this program, you don't just get a certificate, because you're like, certificate is not gonna pay the bills.
Family, hello, family. Woo. All right, good morning, good morning to our LA Unified School District. Good morning to the administration and all the students here. Good morning. I want you to look around the room you are in for a second. Every single person is standing at the edge of possibility. Not someday, not when I'm older, but right now. Today, I'm here to talk to you a few minutes about technology, AI, coding pathways, and choice, because choice is the real superpower. Let's start with the truth. We all know life will and can be lifing. Life don't ask permission before it shows up. Challenges come, distractions come, pressures certainly come. I had no idea after I married my college sweetheart that he would be diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, a chronic illness that left him gravely ill over a 15-year period. Then after I moved my parents from Detroit, where I grew up, to Las Vegas, years later, they both would also have chronic illnesses. Long story short, not only did my mom pass away, and actually she died in my arms, but my husband also passed away. And so did my dad the following day, a year later. So I'm not looking for any pity party or sympathy. I'm here to remind you that when pressures of life come, and they will, what matters most is how we respond when life starts lifing. Here's something powerful I'm going to share with you that most people never learn. Now is defined as 0 to 5 seconds. That's it. That's the only time a decision can be made. What separates us as human beings from other creatures on this planet is that we have the conscious ability to make a choice in the now. And those choices, especially the split-second ones, set the direction of our lives. Juvenile halls and prisons are filled with people, students your age, in a moment of time who made the wrong choice. One decision, one reaction, one now. And their entire life trajectory changed. But today, you're presented with a different kind of moment, a moment when one decision can positively change the direction of your life. Let's talk about technology and AI. AI is not the future, it's the present. Help desk and tech support are not just starter jobs, they are career pathways into six-figure tech pathways. Technology doesn't care where you're from. It doesn't care about your zip code or what color you are, your ethnic background. It doesn't even care about who you are. What it cares about is skill, focus, and commitment. That's why the Tech Queen Elite Training Institute exists and have partnered with Shooting for Peace to give you real access to AI education, help desk, and technical support pathways, hands-on experience with Ushta AI platform, mentorship structure, and real-world skills that you can use immediately. We've partnered with Shooting for Peace because, let me tell you, peace is not just about staying out of trouble. It's about having a future worth protecting. Now, let me share one of our boss core teachings because this is critical. There are 3 ways that people normally get defeated in life, and I'm going to share it with you. Number one, they have no plan. Number two, they could have a plan, but they're not committed to the plan if they have a plan. Number three, they lose focus or move too slow. Moving too slow is just as dangerous as not moving at all. Opportunities don't wait, success doesn't chase, and purpose doesn't beg. If something is placed in front of you today, which it will be an opportunity, it's because today is your time to act. This right now is a never before opportunity, an opportunity to learn technology, an opportunity to master AI, an opportunity to build skills that can change your family's future, not just yours. But it only works if you act now. Remember, now is turn to your neighbor, say 0 to 5 seconds, 0 to 5 seconds. That's right. We're going to go church for a minute. That's the window where confidence is built. That's the window where leaders are formed. That's the window where courage shows up. And I want you to hear this clearly, LAUSD. You don't have to figure it out all today. You don't even have to be perfect, as you heard earlier. You don't even have to be fearless. You just have to be willing to stay focused when others get distracted, willing to stay committed when others quit, willing to move when others hesitate. So today, I'm challenging you to stay hopeful, stay focused, stay encouraged. Do not move too slow on opportunities placed in front of you today. Choose growth, choose discipline, choose a future powered by technology, skill, and purpose. Because when life starts lifing, and remember it will, you'll be ready. And I promise you, the best is not behind you. The best is not even someday, but the best is yet to come. Thank you, and I'll see you in the now. Gonna turn it back over to our Shooting for Peace family. There you go, fam.
Oh, it's so good to see you, and thank you much for sharing all of that wisdom and opportunity. Stay encouraged, no question about it. Everyone, please stay encouraged and always trust yourself and continue to believe. And although he needs no introduction, and I will keep it very short and sweet, but we are now in for a treat. And here we are about to have the full experience. Joining us next up to the stage and to the mic, NBA legend, father, husband, founder, community leader, Jerome Junkyard Dog Williams.
You know what? Time to go to work. Let's go. What up, world? This is Jerome Williams, JYD, aka the Junkyard Dog. Now I'll be taking you behind the scenes of meeting those change makers in our world and what it takes to truly create the future we want to see.
3 more 3. 1, 2, 3.
We don't turn from it. Supported in every step. Father in my
I just want to say, keep working, keep living right, keep trusting God, and everything will work out, my man.
Screaming check. Aggressive but not pursue my passion.
Jeremiah, I heard your nickname the dog.
It don't matter. I'm always just focused on getting buckets.
Nonchalant, I keep it proper with my reaction. Any state, any coach, I find comfort in being with who I trust the most.
There's a Junkyard Dog.
The legacy we carry in the same name.
The basketball is easy. The game around the game is hard. There's a large world out here. I'm always traveling and on the go. So when that happens, I'm always in the mix as JYD, but sometimes that switches over to dad, husband, nephew, and family business is what it's all about. So grab a pen and a pencil, take notes, and get ready to become a new member of our family business. Dog pound, baby, let's go.
Yeah, family business. Come on now, family business. Yeah,
Let's go. Man, I'm so excited to be here today.
This is a historic moment of shooting for peace. Let me first thank the LAUSD for allowing us to come and be a part of your school today and all your schools across the district. This is amazing. A very great opportunity for me to share during Black History Month, which is the 100th year of celebrating Black History Month in the great states across this U.S. So give it up for that. Give it up for that. Yes, yes, yes. We are here, and I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for a lot of the forefathers that paved the way for me. So I'd like to first start off by thanking them. And you know what? I'm here because I want everybody here to be on mission. You got to create that mission for yourself, to believe in where you're going and where you want to go in life. And we wouldn't all be here if it wasn't for some great people. I'd like to shout out some of my favorites during Black History Month, including Frederick Douglass. Yeah, he's from Maryland, and he did a great job of leading people, giving people the opportunity to read. Harriet Tubman, one of my all-time favorites. She was taking them out on that Underground Railroad to get the job done. And in the future, Dr. David Blackwell. That's right, the father of AI. He was getting it done and brought us here today to where we are. And so if I had the opportunity, I just want to say this. Put your lights up. Put your lights up. Who's the next generation? We got next. Who's the next generation? We got next. Who's the next generation? The next generation is you. And we're going to be here alongside of all these other NBA alumni in LA for All-Star Weekend. So if you see us, give us a huge shout out. But more importantly, let's get this Shooting for Peace show on the road, because it's all about you. So I need you to do one thing. Get your notepads out and let's get into it. Right now, we're talking about role players and basically how playing a role can get you ultimately to where you need to be in life. It all starts with you. You have to know that if you accept the role, if you put 110% into it, you cannot diminish that role by saying, oh, I'm just this, oh, I'm just that. No, wherever you are today is 100% where you need to be, but you got to maximize that by putting your all into it. If we look at the letter R in ROLE, it stands for relentless. And I'm looking for a lot of relentless students out there right now. Who's the most relentless? Who's willing to say, I'm going to go after this 1,000% each and every day? I'm not going to leave no stone unturned. I'm going to be all I can be every day. That's the letter R. That's relentless. When we get to O, opportunists. Opportunities are all around us, but sometimes we miss them. You know, opportunities don't always come with a dollar attached to them. Opportunities sometimes just come with a little extra effort, right? Sometimes you have to put out to get those opportunities. You have to put yourself out there. So you have to be an opportunist. L, you got to be willing to leverage. You got to be willing to leverage the teachers, the mentors, the coaches, everybody in your community. You got to be willing to leverage, because the letter E stands for everything, and that's everything for everybody. Now I want you to look at this next picture on your screen. Take a good look. Take a look at it. It has so many people that were in my life at different times of my life. From middle school, there's a picture in there. There is high school, there's a picture in there. There is junior college, there's a picture in there. And at all these stages, I'm just playing a role. Take me out and insert yourself. This is where you can separate the noise. This is where you can separate yourself from the competition. You have to see yourself before anybody else does. And what I saw was the ability to go out there and do the best that I could be and tell myself what I was going to be and where I was going. And that was to the NBA. But I needed a whole bunch of steps to get there. Now, I know a lot of you guys are sitting back and saying, there's a voice going off saying, you can't do that. You can't do. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You can do it. You got to put your mindset there. You got to believe in yourself.
put these phones down and use them for what they're meant to be used for. Creativity. Inject yourself where you want to be. I see you there. You have the power. Let's go.
So let's talk about some stats. First and foremost, 56% of workers in 2023, the labor markets gave a survey, and it showed 56%, guess what, planned on looking for a new job. Well, I can tell you right now, that was back in 2023, but in 2026, there's even more workers looking for new jobs because there are less jobs in the market. But I'm not telling you this to alarm you. I'm just trying to give you the facts and to make sure while you're in school, don't waste your time. Show up. Make sure you come and in attendance. Take notes while you're in class. I know some of that stuff isn't always the most entertaining. I get that. I was in your shoes once upon a time. But what I am saying is this. There's some valuable information that can help you reach your goal. Because if we stay on mission, right, the ultimate goal is graduation. But 39% of the workforce, survey showed, it was all based on relationships. A lot of you are in school today. You chose your school based on relationships. It's the same thing in the workforce. But the last statistic I'm going to read for you real quick is 80% of leaders, study found, were not prepared to lead. Now, you just heard from the tech queen about some opportunities. 80% of the leaders were not prepared to lead. And over 50% of the workforce was looking for a new job. How many of you will be able to take advantage of new jobs moving forward? We don't want to have to answer that question. What we do want to say is, look at some of the things that I took after the game of basketball that was just connected to education, because I was willing to write things down, because I was willing to take a few notes. Now, most of you guys say to yourselves, man, he played in the NBA. Oh yeah, that was great. I played with some great players, Hall of Famers. I had Hall of Fame coaches. I had a lot of highlights on ESPN. A lot of good things happened in my life. But without some sort of education, without me taking a little bit of education seriously, this page right here would not exist. See, what this represents is opportunities that I took advantage of after the fact. There was no internet when I was in college. Computers, most people, they didn't have them. You had to go to the library to sign on to a computer. When I finished the NBA, the world was reopening. So what does that mean? I had to continue to learn.
Now we look at this next video right here. I can see clearly that the dog pound is trying to figure out where this plate of food is. But let's take out the food and insert AI. And this is where there's going to be situations where there's going to be total separation. Some people are going to get it, right? There's already going to be a pup that's going to figure it out. Somebody in the dog pound's figuring it out right now. AI is the future. AI is where I need to be. And they're going to start eating before everybody else. Then someone else is going to figure it out. Well, before long, everybody's going to figure it out. But the earlier you start, the earlier you get to your mission. So scan that QR code in the top right. Fill out your information. You're going to get information on AI and how you can be the first people lined up to receive money, jobs, opportunities, right? But you got to be relentless. You can't mess around. Let's go.
And you heard it here first. Now on here, there's nothing about AI, but I'm getting ready to add another slide and another logo because these are things that I am getting involved in because I can see the future. I can see down the road, and I can see down the road for many of you. Now, who's going to take advantage? Because when we start to talk about method, and measurables, it's the same thing with you sitting down in class today. You got to stay motivated. You got to stay awake. Half of it, you know what? I got to do this. Got to put the light back up. Wake up. You're the next generation. And in order for you guys to take advantage of the opportunity of education, you got to answer the big question. What does it take to be great without being a star? Well, first, you got to be an unsung hero who builds teams and changes lives. You got to be a humble servant. When I played in the NBA, I was willing to cheer on my teammates. I was willing to support them. I was willing to give them my all. And you also have to have the creative vision to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Things don't happen on the same day. Things don't always happen right away. But if you keep putting that work in, if you keep believing in yourself, if you surround yourself with like-minded people. Now, I know what you're going to say. JY, I got people in my neighborhood. I got this, I got that. I hear all that. Well, listen to me. You can control your life. You can control your choices. And we got to get to how you are going to do it. First and foremost, what is your mission? You have to have that established. Mission has to be critical because after mission comes what? The method of how we're going to succeed. How are you going to be the ultimate role player in your life to start off? Well, number one, you got to be relentless. Always giving it 110%. Some days you might have a bad day, but that has to be very few days. Give it 100%. I used to say 1,000. I don't know, what the lingo is today at high schools, but I say I'm on 1,000 every day. Look at this picture right here. Now, you can see Michael Jordan. See me down there at the bottom? I'm in the wrong spot. But I had to learn. That was my rookie year of the NBA. And what it taught me was I can't be at the bottom. I got to be up at the top. So you have to be an opportunist. You got to maximize every moment where you are. Now, measurables. This is the key. We had our mission. Now we took our method, applied it. Now we got to see the results. The results are the measurables. This is how you track your impact. Beyond stats, not every stat shows up. Things like team chemistry, morale, leadership. Some of those things are silent. They move. The game-changing plays and ideas and energy, they move. Lifelong impact on teammates, co-workers, classmates, community, they move. But it's very silent. It doesn't happen all at once. But this is how you move through life. Stay on point with what you're trying to do.
Dog pound, I know what you're saying to yourself. What's going on right here? This right here is the dog. This is Jeremiah Williams alongside his teammate Carter Wiggle Brooks. That's right, they're a team because the dog pound stands up when these guys hit the floor. But they're only 16 years old. They're their prime age where things get to working themselves out. Now, as you can see, he's got a good jump shot. He can shoot. He can do some dynamic things on the basketball court. But what you see in this video is not the hard work that's behind it. 5:30 a.m., wake up, lifting, eating right, making sure he gets home from school, does his homework, gets in the lab, then goes and shoots before or after practice. These are the things that when the game time comes, the practice has already been put in. The work has already been done. So now he sees shots going in. And you know what? When everybody sees those shots going in, what's that? The dog pound stands up. He's got a bigger mission though. It's not just basketball. He's just not putting it out on the basketball court. He's also saying, I'm going to be a youth global ambassador. I'm going to do something for my community. That's what you guys need to consider. Those are the kind of things people are looking for. Global Youth Ambassador. Shout out to the dog and Mr. Wiggle.
Because the mission is going to get you your starting point. The level of success depends on how you go about doing it. So knowing your why, having a clear purpose is vital and key. Now, here are the resources. With your phone, you can take that step. You can take that step to decide what's best for you. But here's the thing. I came here to answer your questions. I came here for you. So I want to know, hit me with a question in the chat so I can go ahead and get to barking like the dog pound knows how to do. Like what I see. So let's go ahead and get into some of these questions. I appreciate all the attentiveness that each and every one of you has shown me. Trust me, I can see you. I can see y'all out there in student land. I know what you're thinking. This guy got a lot of energy. Absolutely I do, because you know why? I believe that each and every one of you has a dream, and I believe each and every one of you can make it to your dream and be successful in life. All you need is a few resources. Frederick Douglass was bringing resources to a lot of people by trying to teach them how to read, because he knew if they could learn how to read, they could change their life. Well, I know right now, there's this new thing called AI. And if you learn it, if you have a cell phone, yeah, you got one of these, you can learn it, and it could change your life. But it's a short little window.
Before I close out, I just want to say thank you to all the people in the school district for allowing me and my team to come and share with you guys. Make sure you click that button and get on to being a bigger and badder you with Shooting for Peace. Man, God bless each and every one of you. I can't wait to see you All-Star Weekend. If you see me in the streets, make sure you give me that dog pound. Let's go.